Hello? Oh, hey, what's up? My name's Chris. Welcome to my channel, dudes. Welcome to my channel. This is a technology-based channel. I want you to look and learn. Learn everything you can. Do your best. The Lord loves you and so do I. Peace out. Cue the intro. Hello. This is Chris again, y'all. What's up? This is the second part of my series. Wait, that's 4. Let's do that. Ha! Yeah, you thought I was going to do 4. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so this is the second part of my series on networks. This series is going to be looking at the firewall. Okay, so the firewall is typically the outside edge device that protects you from anything outside of your local network. So you remember in the first part how we talked about a LAN and a WAN. So the WAN is the public, the LAN is the private network. So private would be like in your house. That's a private network. Could be an office building or something, but typically it's meant for homes. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's talk about what a firewall actually is. It is so basically it's basic functionality as it says here, and I will put links to in the description for this and for this, to all of these things that you see. There'll be links to everything in there. So basically a firewall just monitors the traffic coming in and going out, and based upon a predefined set of rules. So, and I'll show you here in a minute what that actually means. So that's all a firewall really does. It routes, well, that's a router, so we'll get into that later. But a firewall can be a router too. It depends on the device. It depends on a lot of things. But it's basically a firewall is a firewall. And that's all we're going to be looking at. We're not even going to look at the routing part today, because that's a whole nother area I just don't want to get into right now. We could make 3 videos on just that. So basically, that's what a firewall does. It monitors the traffic coming in and going out. So think of it sort of like as your house. Somebody coming into your house, you have a camera at the front door looking at who's coming in. So you look at the camera and you decide whether you want to let them in or not. Well, a firewall is similar to that. It looks at a predefined set of rules and it says, okay, this rule says that if I see this, don't let it come through. So think of a firewall. So basically a firewall, to me, in my opinion, is like in cars. They have a firewall between the engine compartment and between the where the passenger sits, right, in the cab. That firewall is to prevent fire from going from one side to the other, right? So that's basically a firewall. A firewall, in terms of networking, will poke little holes in the firewall. You take a brick out. Instead of removing a big portion, you just take a brick out, so that you don't leave yourself vulnerable. Okay, so so that's basically what a firewall does. It looks at the traffic going in and coming out, going out and coming in. But mainly it looks at the incoming, because it wants to determine that the incoming is actually valid traffic. See? So that's what that part does. Okay, that was the introduction. So now we're going to get into it a little bit. Okay, the purpose is to block unwanted traffic. So think of it as there are things that a firewall will have built in. So check this out. This is my firewall at home. And I will probably blank a lot of this out, but you can see right here, this section right here has a bunch of country code names. So what that means is any bit of traffic that has a country code with this country code attached to it, my firewall blocks coming into my local network, because I don't want anything from China for sure. China, what's China? China ain't got no business in my network, so I don't even need them here. So that's basically what a firewall does. And you can see I have the little box checked. So just in case you're wondering, this is untangle. So untangle it does a lot more than just a firewall. I mean, it basically has all these applications. So it's basically it's a spam blocker, it's a web filter, it's a web cache in case you want to store something so it can retrieve information quicker, an SSL inspector for HTTPS, which we won't get into that yet. Application control, so that's like you can block YouTube and Roblox and stuff, individual applications, rather than a web filter which goes by categorizing traffic. Okay, the firewall, you just saw that. The report, so I can look at any info on my network, basically what's been blocked, what hasn't. Let's see, I can look at an OpenVPN. This I actually use. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want y'all to see all that stuff. So eventually I'll do a video on VPNs though, because I'm working up to that. I ain't quite there yet. I have a lot of other videos I want to do first. So intrusion prevention. So this is what makes this firewall a next generation firewall. It can do intrusion prevention and detection. So intrusion detection means that if somebody is trying to get in from the outside and the firewall detects that somebody's doing that, that's the detection system. It detects it. Now the prevention system means that it prevents it from getting in. It blocks it, in other words. So detection system detects it. The prevention system prevents it. There, that's about as simple as I can make it. So under here, let's see. Let's look at let's see. So I really want y'all to understand that networks they're not hard to understand once you get a grasp of what they are. A network is simply moving information around. That's all it is. Now, how you do that, that's where it gets a little complicated sometimes. But basically, a firewall is just a means to block traffic that's unwanted or allow it through. So a firewall basically does more blocking than anything. It blocks. So like you have under here, let's see, where can I go to find this? So let's go into the web filter. So if you go to the categories, so see, here's all your categories right here. So streaming media. So let's say you have Netflix or Hulu. You can block all of those at one time by clicking this block checkbox and save. So what it will do is anything that is in the category of streaming media, it will block. Right? It's pretty simple, huh? So anything that's Netflix that you stream across the network or across the internet to your local network, it will block it, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's go to just anything. It doesn't really, I mean, like you can see, abuse drugs, adult pornography. So I'm blocking all of this stuff. And I'm telling you, this firewall works exceptionally well. I really, really like it. I may do a video later on of the firewall that it's running on, the server. I have a server that's running it, a mini HP, what's it called? An HP, oh, I forget what the name of it was. It's one of the miniature HP servers that it's running on. But if I want, eventually if I get time, I'll get into that. So that's basically it. So if we go into here, I mean, this is the company. So they're not sponsoring me or anything. They're not doing any of that.Maybe someday. I don't know. I love Untangle. They charge $50 a year for a home license. You buy the hardware, run it on the hardware. It's $50 a year. You literally cannot get a better deal than that. You can't, especially with the amount of filtering you can do. And I mean, it's incredible. It's actually an excellent price. And if I sign in right here, right? If I were to sign in, I would be able to reach my server from anywhere because it uses a proxy, which we're not going to get into that yet either. But that's basically what a firewall does, is it just looks at the traffic and applies the rules and says, do it or don't do it. Allow it, don't allow it. That's it. That's basically all it does. Okay, y'all, so I want to lead you to my words of wisdom for this video. So make sure that you remain in peace with each other. I did a video on Sunday about this, kind of about keeping peace and stuff. I want y'all to really know that Jesus wants us to live in peace and harmony. He does not want us fighting and arguing with each other. So I really want to pound this in. You can do anything you want to do. There is nothing in this world that you can't do if you put your mind to it. Nothing. I'm not kidding. I'm living my dream right now. I am. This is what I love. I love doing this stuff. Well, I want you to love it too. So if there's something that you want to do, don't hold back. Just go for it, man. Pray about it and go for it. Okay, y'all, that's it for this video. The Lord loves you and so do I. Peace out until the next one.